Oh, hey guys. Welcome back to Rob's Arcade. I'm your host, Rob French. Don't go anywhere. We got a really awesome episode coming up, so hang tight. I'll be right back, guys.
Rob's Arcade, Rob's Arcade, where the games get played and the games get saved so they can be played on another day. Rob's Arcade.
Hey guys. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for hanging out. I said I'm your host, Rob French here on Rob's Arcade. And I'm just trying to get some stuff kind of settled in here at my aunt's house. I'm gonna kind of creep in here like this with you. Maybe I'll take a knee and just kind of come in like this. Here we go. Whew, a lot of up and down the stairs. But yeah, I'm just trying to get some stuff settled here at my aunt's house. Been here and back in Virginia for about 3 weeks now, I suppose. And all my stuff finally just came on Friday, and got it all unloaded and situated, mostly at my mom's, until I get my own place and I can finally get situated. But for those of you who are wondering, like, what the heck is this guy talking about? What's going on? This is Rob's Arcade. I'm your host, Rob French. And today we're going to be hanging out doing one of my video testimonials, because if you're new to the channel, you might not be aware of this, but I have recently admitted that I am an alcoholic, dealing with issues with alcohol. I have been for many years, trying to hide it from people, my wife, my friends, and just recently came out in the open about all of it, but sharing my progress with you guys here on my channel. And it didn't start off as a channel for this, this started off as a channel for like Lego stuff and video games and comic books. But as I became aware of my own issues and my problems and decided to fix these things, I took it upon myself to make it, I don't want to say like public, but I wanted to share it with people, especially my friends here on YouTube and all of my, my followers and all of my friends here who hang out and support me, because I felt like I was lying to you guys, I was lying to myself. And all of this progress and all of this that I've been doing and all this work that I've been putting in is all about getting it out, like getting all that internal stuff out. And I started doing these videos just a little over a month ago, and it's really helped me. It's really helped me stay on my path and keep my goals and really keep my focus on what's been important for myself. So today we're going to be kind of hanging out and talking a little bit more about my progress and dealing with my recovery from alcohol and my sobriety, and just how much I'm really digging it, how much I really like it, and just how difficult it can be, but sticking to it and really following through with your goals can be pretty damn satisfying. So we're gonna hang out and talk a little bit. All right, I just figured we'd kind of hang out and talk a little bit, kind of catch you guys up. It's been a busy week. I tried to do, when I first started doing these videos, I tried to do like one almost every day. Like I would just get up, I would go on walks and try to clear my head and just get all my thoughts out and everything. And I haven't really been doing a whole lot of those. I haven't done a whole lot of walks. I'm not going to say I haven't done any walks, but I just haven't been doing them every morning. And a lot of that's just because I've just been like really busy. Like I've been working every day at the back at the restaurant. So I'm putting in a lot of hours there, and then just catching up with people. I had like one day off this week. It was Thursday, this past Thursday. Today's Tuesday the 26th, if I didn't mention that, sorry. But this past Thursday, I grabbed some lunch with some friends, and then I had, dinner at my mom's house, and it's just been crazy. It's just been a really busy whirlwind of a past week. So I haven't really had a chance to get out there and walk and do a lot of these things. I'm off today, I'm off tomorrow, probably Thursday. We'll see how that goes. I'm kind of like, I'm on call now, you know, I'm like, hey, listen, if you need me to work, if somebody wants to take a day off, please call me. So they may take me up on that, and I might wind up working one of these days that I'm off. But I got a few days off, so I was wanting to catch up with you guys and let you know what's going on. And I mean, today's exciting. Today is a really exciting today. Today is a really exciting today. Today is a really exciting day because it's I'm marking 40 days and 40 nights with no alcohol. Like today is the day. If I make it through today, 40 days and 40 nights with no alcoholic drinks, which seems it's weird. Like I'm in a funny spot because it's like it seems like it's a long time, you know, like 40 days, 40 nights with no drinks. But then it doesn't seem like that long at all. It's like, really? It's like, well, if somebody told you like the new Avengers movie comes out in 40 days, you'd be freaking stoked. You'd be like, oh, that's nothing, you know? But on the flip side of it, it seems like it was so long ago and like it was such, you know, like another life, another lifetime. It was just, I don't know. It's a weird kind of like spectrum of time, you know. But it's exciting too because it's, you know, it's a big landmark. You know, I've made it through all of my little goals that I kind of set for myself, whether it was like, you know, my 2 weeks or my month goal, and just kind of taking it day by day. And I'm not going to say it's not, like I said, it's hard. It's not just like, oh, it's easy. It's one of the hardest things I've ever, you know, had to do. I mean, even this morning, you know, to be completely honest and completely candid with you guys, even this morning I woke up thinking about it, like, wow, today's my 40 days. This is crazy. This is awesome. And then almost immediately thinking to myself, like, well, when is taking a break like long enough? Like, when can I, you know, almost like, all right, well, I've done 40 days and 40 nights. Maybe if, you know, I can, 2 months I can buy a drink or something. Like, you know, I'm still thinking like, when's a good time to like say, oh, I've got it under control. I can have a drink now. It's like never a good time, right? You don't, it's like, I mean, I know some people like they have diets and things they do and they're like, all right, I was really good, I'm going to have a cheat weekend. But for me, like a cheat weekend could be awful, like going off the wagon, because it doesn't, you know, it's not like, here, see, all right, here's the thing, like, you know, there's a part of me that's like, all right, you know, even now I'm like, I got these next few days off, right? I got like Monday off, Tuesday off, no, yesterday was Monday. Get this straight. Okay, I got Tuesday off, I got Wednesday off, and I got Thursday off. And I'm thinking to myself, like, yeah, okay, well, if I celebrate my 30 day or 40 days, 40 nights today, tomorrow and Thursday, I'm still off. Like, can I go and grab and celebrate with a drink? But I know it's like, no. Like, if I take it upon myself to say, okay, I made it 40 days, 40 nights, Robert, go ahead, have yourself a drink tomorrow. That drink tomorrow is going to spill into Thursday because I know how I operate, right? This is, oh, I screwed up yesterday, I might as well. And that's how cheat days work too, right? You say, oh, like, okay, I'm not going to do any more carbs. Okay, well, I got a birthday party on Friday, I'm going to cheat a little bit. Saturday, you're hanging out, kind of want a pizza. Sunday, the same thing. You're getting ready to go to bed. All right, Monday, when I get back to work, I got to start my thing again. And that's how the same thing, like I'll be doing the same thing with the alcohol. Like I know it won't just turn into like one drink or just like me hanging out on a Wednesday and saying, oh, let me have some sips and let me have some drinks. I know exactly what it's going to turn into. And so I still, like I said, it's not easy. I still find myself literally waking up every day, oftentimes going to bed at night, wondering when is it okay for me to grab a drink. And I have to just immediately and constantly remind myself that it's not okay, dude. It's not okay to get a drink. And some people would probably like, it's, Robert, I never saw that you had a problem. I never saw that you had an issue with alcohol. Like, where is all this coming from? Why are you being so hard on yourself? You can have one drink. You can allow yourself one drink. It's like, I can't. And it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, I can't allow myself to do it. I have to, for myself, I was just journaling this last night. I was just journaling something else with these videos that I've been doing a lot of. And I was just like writing down and reflecting on that day right after, because it was like right after St. Patrick's Day. I was like, no more, I'm going to change all of this. And it was then, that Friday after St. Patrick's Day that I kind of like, I promised, I remember waking up that morning and just being like, something's got to give. Something has to change. And it's got to be me, because nothing else around me is going to change. Like, nobody's going to change. Like, the world's not going to change to accommodate how I'm living. So I was like, if I'm not making people happy around me, and I know I'm not, and I know I'm not doing, my full potential, I have to change. And so I was just thinking about that last night and reflecting on that and doing a little journaling. And it's like that moment I have to keep in my mind all the time, because it was that moment where I was like, all right, I'm making a promise. And it wasn't just for my wife, as much as it was, just for myself, because in some of my other videos, if you haven't watched them, I talk about self-love, and I talk about like, the self-medication, and, some of these like warning signs that are kind of like all around you. But, just one of the things I was talking about, it's like, it's not narcissist or conceited or, being self-absorbed to take care of oneself. It's important to take care of oneself. You have to do it, because if you can't take care of yourself and you're not taking care of yourself, you can't help others around you. And you might feel like you can, and like, oh yeah, I can drink and I can do this and I can work part-time and blah, 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 and just kind of, put in half the effort and still be a nice guy and still be able to do things for people. Sure. But it's not going to be 100%. Like tomorrow is New Comic Book Day, and I'm here for you guys. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm here. I'm here for you guys. And if I allow myself to say, oh, hey, yeah, I celebrated 40 days, 40 nights, no alcohol, I'm going to go ahead and have a drink tomorrow, that's going to lead me to be unavailable for you guys. What if Victoria calls me? What if my boss calls me and says, hey, I need you to come in. I need you to work. And I can't, because I've been drinking that day. Or my mom calls and says, hey, something's going on and I need your help. And, I just took it upon myself to say, hey, I'm going to take Thursday and just have a few drinks and watch. Like, I have to be responsible and, just putting others ahead of myself. It's a weird kind of balance. Like, how do you do that? How do you help yourself and still put others first? And it's a weird balance, but you just kind of have to wake up every day, focus on what you want, focus on your goals, focus on the person you want to be, do everything you can to try to be that person, and then along the way just be aware and present for people who need help and who need you in their life. And that's kind of like, again, why I'm also doing this, because I want people to share this and I want people to get the message out there that regardless of what you're dealing with, whether it's some kind of a drug issue or alcohol or junk food or porn, whatever your addiction is, whatever your thing is, and you feel like you're hurting yourself, you're hurting your relationships, and you're not living up to your full potential, this is for you. It's about getting it out there. Like, I knew I had a problem with alcohol for a long time, and I just kind of kept it to myself. I feel like people, like my wife, were probably aware of it, but it just wasn't really spoken on, like I'm sure some of my friends were like, yeah, Rob likes to drink, but never really like addressing the fact that I had a problem. And it wasn't until the fact that I actually addressed the problem and got it out that I started to feel a lot better about the whole situation. And so that's, kind of why I'm doing these things, to get out not only what's going on with me, but hopefully to inspire other people out there to kind of like, share and work on some of their problems. Because whatever it is, whatever you're dealing with, as long as you're keeping it inside and you're not getting it out, you're not working on it. And so you have to get it external in order to deal with it. You keep it up inside here, and it's just, you're going to go through the same, it's stupid, it sounds like a cliche, but you're going to go through the same cycles every single day, every single day, every single day. You got to break the cycle, man. You just got to break it. Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, I was talking about 40 days and 40 nights. So where was I? Oh yeah, so we're talking about 40 days, 40 nights. And it's about kind of like, I guess, rehashing some of the same topics and, struggles I kind of go through on a daily basis. Today proves to be very interesting because even though it's like a 40 days, 40 nights, I'm also going out and meeting some friends, that I used to, work with and that I work with now, and kind of catching up. And it's kind of like a go out, grab some drinks kind of a night. And, I'm kind of like, one of the guys who kind of like, implemented this. Hold on, somebody's vacuuming out their car. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. But yeah, it's kind of interesting, kind of like, putting into effect of going out night, grabbing some drinks with some friends when I don't drink. And even my cousins and some of my friends have been like, are you cool with being around alcohol? Like, are you cool with that? And it's kind of like, yeah, I kind of have to get used to it, just kind of deal with it. I mean, it's everywhere. It's in video games. It's in the comic books I read. I mean, you can't really get away from it. Even if you wanted to, it's everywhere. I don't want to be one of those people that's just going to like try to hide from it. And, now that I'm back here in Virginia, here in Richmond, which, here, hold on, let me show you how beautiful this is. Back here in my home state of Virginia. Let's turn around the corner here. Just beautiful sidewalks and beautiful trees everywhere. Great apartment buildings. This is what they call the fan. Walk down Monument a little bit. And for those of you who don't know, if you're not from Richmond or don't know Virginia, the fan, they call it that because of the way the roads are laid out. Kind of like a fan, spread out. DC is kind of, I guess, set up in a similar like wheel and spoke kind of format, if you're familiar with any of that. So some of the city here is laid out in like a fan system with the roadways where they all kind of connect in a point. And so that's how it got the nickname. But anyway, back here at the, in Richmond, all of my friends, I feel like, drink. All of my family members like to indulge in alcohol from time to time. And so it's all around me. I can't really like run from it. And I'm just like really excited to see some of my friends I haven't seen in a while that I used to work with, as well as just catching up with friends that I do work with outside of work. It's just really awesome, to get out and be able to do stuff with friends outside of work and not, get into a story or, start talking about something and all of a sudden have to jump up and go grab a table or grab the phone or something. So just really looking forward to it. And not really feeling the pressure. I think, I'll be okay. I don't think this is going to be a night where like I'm going to be looking around the table at all these, beer glasses and shot glasses going, oh, I gotta have one of those. Let's turn over here. It's funny when it, it does, like the cravings do kind of pop up. I had a really bad run when my buddy Andrew and I went to go see Morbius. That was just really weird. Couldn't like shake it, really. But tonight I don't think will be an issue. And then I'm also kind of like excited because I volunteered almost to be like the DD, like I'm not drinking. So I told everybody tonight, like, hey, look, if you need a ride, you need somebody to pick you up, you need somebody to take you home, put my phone number out there. We have like a little group Snapchat that we kind of all communicate and, catch up with each other or whatever. And I set my phone number out there, like, hey guys, if anybody needs a ride tonight or anything, let me know. And, as I talked about earlier, like, setting goals and accomplishing those and getting a sense of like satisfaction and, accomplishment from those, there is like a sense of accomplishment and like a rewarding feeling knowing that, I'm there for people when they need me tonight, to get home, have like a responsibility. Don't want to be too like over the top, but I mean, kind of like a superhero, like the Flash really can't get drunk. So that's kind of a bad example. But like the Green Lantern, he's got like a responsibility to, keep people protected and make sure that, everybody's safe. If he were just to be sitting around getting wasted all day, when the call came, he wouldn't be able to answer it. And so I kind of look at it, as goofy as that sounds, kind of the same way. Like I've got friends that I'm meeting out tonight and hanging out with, and not only am I excited just to see them and hang out, but it also kind of feels good to know that I can put my urges off and use some self-control and actually be there for my friends tonight. Probably, when they're probably gonna need me the most. It sounds stupid, but you don't realize like how dangerous it is just having even a couple of drinks and going out and driving, and just what it can risk, what it can do to your your life and everything. So just me doing this could really save a friend from really hurting themselves, hurting somebody else, or just really screwing their lives up really bad. So anyway, I don't know, just kind of looking forward to it, really excited, because it is kind of an interesting way to, I don't know if you want to say celebrate, kind of an interesting way to take on your 40 days, 40 nights, no alcohol, by going out to the bar and hanging out with some friends. But it's going to be a cool time. I'm going to be a cheap date too. I'm not going to be like, I was thinking about that, like, man, I don't have a lot of cash to be spending right now, but I'm not going to be drinking. So my bar tab's not going to be anything. Like I'm going to buy like a Pepsi. I might get some apps. So that's another thing to look forward to as well. Like not only am I keeping to my goals, not only am I being there for my friends, but I'm saving a lot of money today. It's pretty awesome. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to save you guys a little time and go ahead and get off here. But I want to thank you for just kind of hanging out and listening to me talk about my stupid BS that I got going on in my life. It's a nice break sometimes from the video games and the comic book stuff to get real with you guys and do something a little bit more meaningful. Not that video games and comic books aren't meaningful, but just something a little bit more real and something out there that people who aren't just into video games and comic books can appreciate. So really thank you guys for hanging out with me, just listening to me just dive into my personal stuff. Shoot me a thumbs up for support. Hit me a comment down below. Love those. I'm always checking those out. Like I said earlier, if you know somebody going on, got something going on with them, they're not sharing, that they're keeping inside, maybe share this video with them. Or if you have something going on inside, man, get it out. Don't hold back. Let it out. Share it with somebody. You'd be surprised at just how much it can help you. And then, of course, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe, man. We got all kind of cool stuff. We got like these testimonials. Be going on more walks, hanging out here in Richmond, checking out the scenery, kind of keeping you guys up to date with my road to sobriety, making sure I stay strong, stay clean, take it one day at a time. And then we've got a lot of other cool stuff like, comic book videos, video game stuff, Fortnite, New Game Fridays, GTA, toy unboxings, all kind of cool stuff here. So, like I said, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss a single minute. And until next time, guys, remember, this isn't goodbye. Simply to be continued. Don't spend that quarter anywhere else, guys. Take care. Thanks.